This is Brice Oligui Nguema, the current interim president of Gabon, a beautiful oil-rich country in Central Africa with a population of less than 2.5 million people. On the morning of August 30th, 2023, shortly after the announcement of Bongo's electoral victory at the Gabon 2023 presidential election, a group of military officers led by Brice Oligui Nguema appeared on state television. They announced that they had taken control of the government, citing irregularities in the election process and the need to restore peace and stability in the country. The military declared the election results void and announced the suspension of the constitution and dissolution of the government. Brice Oligui Nguema, the head of the Republican Guard, emerged as the leader of the coup. The military detained Ali Bongo and other members of his government. In their statements, the coup leaders emphasized their intention to end the political crisis and promised a return to civilian rule, although they did not specify a timeline for this transition. Less than 2 years later, Brice Oligui is becoming very popular in Gabon with his transformative projects, his fight against corruption, and the incompetence of government officials. His ideologies are beginning to mirror that of Ibrahim Traoré, the current interim president of Burkina Faso, one aimed at fostering sovereignty, self-sufficiency, and development. In a recent meeting with some top members of his government, he called them out for their incompetence, nonchalant attitude toward governance, and lack of accountability. He further went ahead to place a maximum limit to salaries, a threshold no one in the country should surpass, and stressed that those who are not happy with his decision should send in their resignation as soon as possible. Take a listen at what he had to say, and I will come back with my thoughts.
Since August 30th, 2023, our country is writing a new page in its history. This progress is reflected in significant improvements in all sectors: education, health, roads, to effectively meet the legitimate needs of the Gabonese people. However, it must be noted that in terms of electricity and water supply, the population's expectations seem to be deteriorating day by day. For a year of transition, we are unable to solve this water and electricity problem, and it has even become a mockery among the younger ones who make TikTok videos about you. We have never known this in the time of Divungi. It is this ICG that we want to find today, bequeathed by our ancestors here present. And I wonder if you love this country, or do you love your job as an ICG officer? Or is it just filling your pockets that interests us here? We have addressed the aspect of the liabilities. Now, we will address the various actions taken by the CTRI to support the ACG in its missions. Placing it under temporary administration brings us to the following: the review of salaries and benefits downwards. The one who is not happy, he submits his resignation. For the interim administrator, it's 5 million and capped benefits. Above that, you are sanctioned. I no longer want to hear about salaries of 10 million, 15 million, 20 million. It's over. Generals here, even 5-star ones, don't have a salary of 5 million. We reach 3 million when we have 5 stars and with time. And then you retire. Look at our cry. So 5 million is more than enough for a Gabonese director to live with their family. I don't want to hear about salaries from 7 million, 8 million. Colonel Stephen, I ask you to apply the scale firmly and rigorously. And you have the temporary administrator, so Jean Dundu. You are a veteran of the company. We chose you to try to restore harmony. You have 33 years with the company, plus 4 years at the Heritage Society, if I am not mistaken. I expect firmness from you, the courage to break the system and make the heads roll for me. They are not your friends. Friendship is over. I am expecting audits, and it's a challenge. Regain a positive accounting cash flow by 2025. I said, I give you 6 months. At CNSS, they are managing. The CTRI has supported you sufficiently. I think we have paid for 132 transformers, as announced by the Minister of Energy. And some transformers have already arrived. Since this transition, we have paid for 14 generators that you have installed in the provinces. No, it is profits for you. You did not make the investment. We are doing it now for you, because we must help you. But when it comes to leaving the population in the dark, you hurry to cut the power. Yes, we have recently delivered 10 more generators, and they are in your stores. I am astonished to hear that out of 2,500 AICG agents, you have not been able to get these units running for 2 months since they arrived. You are not technicians. Or do you not know your job? And if they don't know it, they should resign. A military man said, it's shameful to do a job you don't know. We delivered 10 generators to you for free, which are there. For 2 months, we wouldn't have lived through this situation. 10 groups of 2.5 megawatts. Multiplied by 10, how many megawatts does that make? And we complain. So you yourself are incompetent. I cannot be in the military in my career. And after 2 months, I don't know how to use 10 Kalashnikovs given to me. That means there's a problem. Either you're doing it on purpose to leave the Gabonese in the dark, because all of you are graduates from Polytech. When we look at the resumes, you're all engineers. Or unless those resumes are deceiving us. 2 months, we can't connect 10 groups. And now, we have 7 more BTR units that are arriving. It would be the same thing. So why ask to reinvest, to buy generators, if you don't know how to connect them? We brought in the floating power plant, as the Minister of Energy said. It is off our coast. I think that in 2 months, they will find lines to connect it. What do you propose instead in this emergency? Beyond the criticism, where everyone goes on social media and does whatever they want, give a solution so that we can have 150 megawatts in 2 months. Give me a solution. You don't have one, but you are good at criticizing what has been done. You are unable to applaud the benefits. We have brought in 22,500 electricity meters. that have already been delivered and are here. Ultimately, for Gabon, I think it needs 400,000 meters. It's this type of meter that we want now. You need to change all the old meters for me so we no longer find ourselves with fraud. If you do not want to work, make way for others. Yes, during the time of the Devungi, we did not experience this, and I'm saying it. Look at the images that were shown to you. It's shameful. I even believe that you are making Gabonese people drink water that is unfit for consumption. Yes, when we look at the images, that's exactly it. Listen, and you're happy to collect the money at the end of each month.